Yeah, wave your hand indeed. The biggest party in sport, the Caribbean Premier League, began with a royal touch on Wednesday as Brandon King, newly minted Jamaica Tallawahs captain, led from the front to guide his troops to an 11-run win over the St. Lucia Kings at the Darren Sammy Stadium. King, the MVP of the 2022 season, top scored with 81 of 53 deliveries, guiding the Tallawahs to 187 all out in exactly 20 overs. Off-spinner Roston Chase ended pick of the Kings bowlers with 3-4-39. Chase then produced a well-constructed 53 of 31 deliveries, but the Kings were reduced to 176 for 8 to lose by 11 runs. The Pakistani left-arm orthodox spinner Imad Wasim was the best Tallawahs bowler with 3-4-27. Now, Brandon King was also named player of the match and says he was relieved to get his first win as skipper.
I'm relieved to get the first win, to be honest. Obviously I have an important role at the top of the innings for my team, so I'm just glad that I could contribute in that way in the first game of the CPL. This is a new challenge for me, and going out in the field, I have to give credit to the guys that are out there as well. I have a lot of experienced bowlers in our lineup, so it makes my job much easier. It's just really about managing and giving them information to go out there and execute.
Close game, Lance and Mariah, but the Jamaica Tallawahs coming out on top by 11 runs, and a fine performance from Brandon King in his first match as skipper, as he pointed out, quite relieved to get his first win. And I guess if there were any concerns about his ability to produce with the pressure of being the captain of this team, then last night's performance should go a long way in allaying those fears. A fabulous knock, 81 from 53 deliveries, 9 fours, 3 sixes, and importantly for me, he was able to have others bat around him. He batted from the first delivery to the 18th over of the contest, and although he started a little bit shakily with forward bowling, 3 very good deliveries to start, he really hit his straps, and this was a very good performance from Brandon King, and by extension the Jamaica Tallawahs.
Yeah, I will say that Jamaica Tallawahs won this with the bat, and the St. Lucia Kings, they lost it with the bat. Brandon King, I'm very happy to see him start on a high. It's exactly what he would need as a new captain, and I hope, of course, he can continue with that, because of course the narrative will change if throughout the rest of the CPL he doesn't continue to produce like this. He has already set a standard, and everybody now is looking up to him, looking forward to see him entertain. Good job for the Tallawahs, and the St. Lucia Kings will feel hard done, because Roston Chase, he bowled and batted out everything that he had in him, because to me it was a brilliant all-round performance from him. We didn't see the best of Faf du Plessis yet, but he's one of the batsmen that I enjoy looking at, and when he lights up, he really comes to the party. So I think St. Lucia Kings will, brush this one out. They'll come back tonight and they'll just want to rectify the mistakes that they made last night.
Yes, and apart from the fact that King won his first match as captain, also continuation of the good form he showed from the 5th T20 International against the Indians when he made 85. So just in a matter of days, Brandon King showing really good form. As I said at the top of the show, I thought the 6th wicket partnership between Roston Chase and Roshan Primus threatened for a bit, and Primus very aggressive, and a couple of misfields as well. Yes. In the Jamaica Tallawahs on the boundary. Raymond Reefer let one through, and at that point things may have gotten a little nervy for the Tallawahs, but it was a good start to the CPL, and a winning start for Shivnarine Chandapol as well, the Tallawahs coach, who celebrated his 49th birthday yesterday. By the way, Wayne Lewis celebrates a birthday today, so let's say, Wayne Lewis, happy birthday to you. I won't say how old he is, but I hope he's having a good time.
Yeah, he always has a good time.
Yeah, knowing Wayne is having a fantastic time. And I also want to make the point, because so often we speak about batsmen batting through the innings, and that's what Brandon King did, but you also have to give credit to a number of the other Tallawahs batsmen. Kurt McKenzie, his fellow opener, was the next best scorer with 20, but if you look at the rate at which the other batsmen scored. Mackenzie, 20 from 11. That's at 181. Shamar Brooks, 12 from 12. He's scoring at 100. You had Raymond Reefer, who got 16 from 18. He's the only one who scored under 100. But then Fabian Allen, I thought quite an important knock from him. 15 from 6, scoring at 250. Ahmed Wazeem, 19 from 14 at 135. And although the Tallawahs got bowled out, because they were able to score at a good clip whenever they came to battle, though they were losing wickets, they were still able to keep the scoreboard ticking, and that's why they ended up at what was a really challenging 187. And for me, in this T20 format, it's important to score runs, yes, but it is also important to score runs quickly. And what the Tallawahs, I think, did with this batting performance is to show that we can bat deep and we can score runs, especially quick runs, with many of our batsmen all the way down to number 11. And I thought that was quite important.
Yeah, I think it's exactly what we needed from an opening match. And what's for sure is we'll continue to get excitement throughout the CPL. We have a lot more matches to go, Ricardo, and you know, it's because it's so full of excitement. It's quick for us now to say, Jamaica Tallawahs is looking really good, but we're yet to see the rest of the teams. And tonight, St. Lucia Kings, for all you know, last night's match might have been the only match they'll lose for the rest of the season.
Well, it's only the opening game of the contest, and so you analyze it as such.
Yeah.
You definitely won't get ahead of yourself to say that, oh, the Jamaica Tallawahs are favourites. No, you don't analyze sports in that way. And I don't think it was a perfect performance either. I was quite disappointed with the number of opportunities that went down in the field on both sides, both on the part of the St. Lucia Kings, but also on the part of the Jamaica Tallawahs. I wondered if it had anything to do with the lighting. I don't know if there's an issue.
I've always heard players talk about that.
Yeah, but I would love to hear specifically if there's an issue at the Darren Sammy Stadium, because what seemed in a few instances like routine chances were made to look really difficult, and it is something I think we have to watch throughout the course of the competition, starting with game 2 tonight, to see if there are similar issues with the catching like we had last night. There was a particular case where 2 Jamaica Tallawahs fielders went for the ball,
King and Reefer,
and then they just left.
We aren't there, so we don't know exactly what happened, but the body language suggests that Reefer was annoyed with King when the ball fell. He was saying something to King, looking quite animated, but King had backed off and left him, and the ball just went through his... Yeah.
No, but we felt the communication was clear. Like, you go for the ball.
Yeah, sometimes it can happen because we've seen collisions on cricket fields before where 2 fielders are going for a catch, and because you are so focused on what is happening with the ball, because it's not always easy to take those opportunities, especially when they go so high in the night sky, and so you become so preoccupied with the ball, which in truth you should, that you may not see the incoming fielder, your teammate, and a catastrophe.
No issues with the overrate last night by either team?
No red card yet.
So we're still to see that unfold.
We are still to see that unfold. I can't wait to see exactly how it would work. As I said yesterday,
not on my team.
I'm not sure I like it, but we'll see.
No red card for my team. We're red already.
Well, we're going to get a red card if we don't go to a break. The St. Lucia Kings will have a quick opportunity to put the loss behind them as they face the Barbados Royals tonight. It's also at the Darren Sammy Stadium. Live coverage coming up immediately following the SportsMax Zone, 6 p.m. in Jamaica, 7 ECT.
This is how we play.